Hey guys, this is Mike with DarkSaintStudios, and I'm just going to explain a little bit about the 3D intro animation I just released. First off, sorry it took so long for me to upload a new animation. I've been busy with other stuff. I've completed this animation last week, and it took over 60 hours to render this, so I just had to wait it out. And I couldn't really do anything with my computer while I was rendering, so I couldn't just create like a little simple animation because I really wanted to get this done and to you guys because so many people are requesting to use the Apex Clan intro, and so I thought I would make something similar to that for community use because the Apex intro is not meant for community use. But anyway, what I wanted to talk about is that this television screen that you can see here, it also matches the green of the controller, both controllers, and the soda pop can, or the whoop ass can. It was funny the first 5 times I started making this tutorial, but now it's gotten old. But anyway, so I'm going to talk about a little bit how to get proper keying of this, since when you key out the television, see it keys out the reflection, it also keys out the controller, and there's a little bit of green light in the refrigerator and on the can. So what we're going to want to do is going to go to the very first frame that you can start to see the television screen, and we're going to want to split the clip. We're going to want to delete key light, and then there you have that, and then you notice that right there you can see that there's a little bit of green missing. We're going to want to just duplicate this layer, not split, duplicate, and we're going to want to delete key light, and you see oh, the television screen's still there. So what we're going to do is we're going to want to create a garbage mask for this top layer, and you can play around with this. I'm not going to go into a lot of detail about this garbage mask because it's pretty self-explanatory about what you do, but throughout the entire animation you just have this garbage mask, and you can animate the mask itself, and you can cover up the soda can, and then you just have to animate it around so the 2 television screens do not remain keyed out while the remote control and the soda can, when he sets it down again, does not get keyed out. And then for this part, you're just going to want to get rid of this garbage mask and just create like a new one that's like a circle or something, and just put it in the middle, and then animate it on as soon as this remote controller comes into this portion of the screen. It's pretty easy. It'll take you 10-15 minutes. But the other thing that you're going to need to do is do motion tracking of the television. And to do that, you're going to want to use the tracker tool and then perspective corner pin. And I'm not going to go into tutorial about this because I have done this already. If you check out my phone animation, at the end of that animation I supply a tutorial as to how to track the screen of the phone. It's the exact same principle as this television, except after you track the television, you're going to want to make the target a null object, and then you're going to want to parent the footage that's going to be going into the television and the reflection to that null object. And the reason why you want to do that is I'll show you what. So you have the footage that you're going to want to put in the television. I don't know, he's watching some heroin movie or something. But scale it down. Oh, and he's shooting heroin on television, yay. And then for this reflection, since it's essentially the exact same movement as this top TV, and you track this motion, you parent this to your null object, and then you duplicate the syringe layer, and then you go to scale, unlink the scale, and just make this number negative. And that way it becomes reflected right down here, and it's also parented to that null object, so any movement up here is the exact same movement down here, and it's parented. And of course I haven't motion tracked anything, but you get the idea. So anyways, hope you guys enjoy this. And I know some people say, well, I don't have After Effects. Could you just supply me with a final project? I'm really against that actually, because I'd create this 3D so you guys can be creative with it. I know that a lot of people don't have the computer capabilities to make 3D animation or the know-how. I mean, I have a fairly nice computer and it's taken 60 hours to render this, so a lot of people just don't have the time and patience to do 3D animation. But in order to incorporate 3D animation into your edits, you need to have a compositing program, and a video editing program like Sony Vegas is not also made for compositing. You can do green screen stuff with it, but a program like After Effects is a compositing program, a 2D motion, it's a tracking program, it's all that sort of stuff. It's not really a video editor, but it is compositing. And so in order to incorporate 3D properly, you really should use a compositing program, and then throw that into your 3D editing or your video editing program. So I'm not going to be supplying a final video file. It's for you guys to be creative with this, throw something into their own TV screen. If you guys are feeling really ambitious, you can key out the windows and you can put like your own environment back there or something. Quick note about that, it will key out a little bit down here and a little down here, and it is a little bit rough, so you're going to have to do a little bit of masking with this down here, but it can be done, and you guys can make it look good. I know you guys can. I've seen it. I've seen some really creative stuff being used with some of these animations, so I know you guys are capable of doing it, and I look forward to seeing some really cool stuff from you guys, and I hope you guys enjoy this animation. See you guys.